Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick Stadium, home to the golden flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holmes, and of course, Saban. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the MAC, the number 60 Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Owls' offense is on the field for the first time today. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him in football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down? Fists up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on fourth down. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You got him in third and long. You know it's a pass. No, it's not until it isn't. They run the football, they get a first down. Frustration. Got to move on to the next play.
So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaches.
11th play of this opening drive coming up, but this one, a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting a pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up for.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. So Kent State's offense headed on to the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
On the move, it's Douglas. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Golden Flashes are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After that last completion, it's second down. Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to run for it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
Second down coming up. From the gun, the ground game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Trying to get to it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drop. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damage.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th, basically it's only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
That's a 45 on its way. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now on 3rd down after that run. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. They've been running it, but now the pass. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. Guys, that'll do it for the quarter, and it's Kent State on top. 1 period in the books, so let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Kennesaw State right back to work. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The offense sets for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense might bring the house here. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here they come 1st and 10 from the 48. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Defense dropping into soft coverage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Pulls it, fired complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. The give to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if... short of the first down. He'll pull it on the read. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And 3rd and short, they try to run it. They try to run the option, but the defense was ready, was all over it, played aggressive, downhill, got in the backfield, tackled the quarterback for a loss. 4th down.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll throw it on 1st down. Buying some time. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Hudson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got his man quickly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called here by the defense as the first one they've used this half. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. There was never a doubt about going for it there. If you don't go for it, you send the message to your team you don't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, that close, literally, you're talking about.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got the quick pass. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw. He's got it on the left. The expressway is wide open. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dick's Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Kennesaw State, 10, Kent State.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the offense on first down. Poland finds his man on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Golden Flashes want to move quickly. On second down, just keeps firing. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the golden flashing. Send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Hudson. Into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Owls!
Touchdown, Kennesaw.
The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Kent State, 3.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a lead.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. The golden flashes will hustle to the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
Sometimes you just got to give credit. Like, we had it covered. We knew it was a pass. Everything covered underneath, but the quarterback does such a good job of making that second play something special, pulling it down, getting the first down pretty easy.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the golden flashes are moving quickly down the field. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He's going to pass. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll run play action. Got his man.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
DB's right up on the receivers. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Touchdown, golden flashes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kennesaw State, 17. Kent State.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Working that left side now. And works it to the 40.
Was complete.
A first down.
Tackle is made at the 4-yard line.
At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
Kent State, 9.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Quick completion to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The Golden Flashes want to crank the tempo. On the run, it's Douglas. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. 2nd down now after the sack. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Hudson. Might be looking to run. This time on target. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They're bringing heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. It's a 1-possession game in the 4th. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Makes the catch. It's Hicks. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. And the Golden Flashes want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires complete on the crosser. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They're going to run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Offense getting set for 1st down. Touch pass on the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Powers through the defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. That's a 1st down.
They're going to ride this running back.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And the beatdown has ensued.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kennesaw State 31, Kent State 9.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.